Hi, this is Davina Anderson coming to you with another lesson from my favorite book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This lesson kind of goes over the program that I facilitate, Thinking into Results with Bob Proctor. This lesson is lesson 10 in that program, the most valuable person. So we're going to be talking about leadership. So are you a follower or are you a leader? There might be situations when you could be both, and it's not necessarily bad to be one or the other. In chapter 7 in Think and Grow Rich, he says, it is no disgrace to be a follower. On the other hand, it's no credit to remain a follower. Most great leaders began in the capacity of followers. They became great leaders because they were intelligent followers. With few exceptions, the man who cannot follow a leader intelligently cannot become an efficient leader. And then he talks about, major factors and attributes of great leadership, which we'll get into here in just a second. But a great leader, you really want to bring out the best in people. There's two types of people, either the leader or the follower, and the difference in compensation is vast. The leader is going to be paid more because they're dealing with people. You have to get people to work together and work towards a common goal and get cooperation. That is difficult. It's very difficult to get different personalities and egos and people working together. That's why the leader automatically is going to be paid more. In any organization you go to, all the leaders and leadership and the people at the top, they're paid more, and they usually have very good personalities. They're very approachable and easy to talk to, and that's because they have a lot of the characteristics that I'm going to tell you about. And like I said, most great leaders, they started as intelligent followers. They knew when to follow. They knew, what characteristics to build to their character. A leader has people following them because they want to become an intelligent follower. Morale filters down from the top. So in any organization you go to, if there's low morale, a lot of times that comes from the top and filters down. So you build morale, like I said, from the top. The goal of any leader is to get their people to follow them and think highly of them. But the goal of an exceptional leader is to get the people to think highly of themselves. I'm going to say that again. So most leaders want, the people and the followers to think highly of them as a leader. But the goal of the exceptional leader is to get the people to think highly of themselves. That's the kind of leadership you want to inspire. That's the kind of leader you want to be, the exceptional person, the exceptional one. Leaders always have a great attitude. They see the good in everyone. The people want to follow them. They have a good attitude regardless of what's going on. There could be a tornado going on through your department and in your company. Things could be hitting the fan. Everything could be like falling apart, and they have a good attitude regardless. Unwavering courage. It's the first principle that Napoleon Hill talks about. And unwavering courage, that's Bob Proctor would say that's the opposite of conformity. Whatever the masses are doing, and whatever majority of people are doing, this is when you break away and you have courage and you do what your own intuition is telling you to do. It takes a lot of courage to do that and to break away. And that's one of the characteristics of being a leader. You have to have unwavering courage and sometimes go against what the masses are doing. A keen sense of justice, definiteness of decision. Every question and every decision or everything has an answer. It's just tuning in and becoming aware of the answer. And a lot of times we're not taught how to make decision making. And that's another lesson in Thinking into Result, and that this book, they go hand in hand, teaching people how to make decisions. A lot of times we're taught to ask our friends and family, do you want a leader? Always asking, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? No, that shows lack of confidence. You have to have confidence. You have to make a decision and make it quick. Napoleon Hill talks about that. He made a decision when Andrew Carnegie offered him this proposal of dedicating his whole life to it. He made the decision in like 30 seconds. That's what you have to do. You have to make very quick, dedicated, and committed decisions if you're going to be successful. And a lot of times people aren't taught that. They're taught to, ask advice from your parents and friends. Do you want a leader like that? Or do you want a leader who makes committed decisions? Other things, other habits. The habit of doing more than you're paid for. This is something I've seen in my own workplaces and that I hear people talk about like all over the place, is that, people are lazy, they're entitled, they don't even want to do their jobs, they want to do the bare minimum. If that's your mentality, I can guarantee you will not be successful in life. You have to have the mentality that you are going to do your job the best you can, and you're going to give it everything you got every day you go to work, and you're going to do more than you're being paid for. If you're not willing to do that, you will not get paid. You will not get paid more than you're being paid now. You have to develop that habit of doing more than you're paid for right now, and then the money will come. The money will follow. This is by law. So if you go to work with the intention that I'm just going to kick my feet up and I'm just going to do the bare minimum and somebody else will take care of it, you will not advance. You will never become a leader. Leadership develops the habit of doing more than you're being paid for. And it's in this book. A pleasing personality. You have to be pleasant to be around. You can't be somebody who just complains all the time. Misery loves company. And a lot of the masses, all they want to do is complain and gossip. They want to drag you down to that negativity. If you want to participate in that and be around that, you're going to get more of the same. So you have to have courage, unwavering courage to step away, to break away from that. If people are talking and gossiping, just say, oh, that's interesting, and walk away. So these are tips and tricks I'm giving you to help you become an exceptional leader, so you can get paid more, so you can become the exceptional leader. Other attributes he talks about is sympathy and understanding. You have to realize, things come up. If you are a leader and, one of your followers has something come up in their life, a death, they get COVID, a family member dies, something happens in their life and they have to be off work for 2 weeks, you have to have sympathy and understanding and put yourself in their shoes and realize that, hey, yeah, it's okay, man, no problem. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. You will get more respect from that follower if you have a sympathy and understanding and a positive attitude towards them and their situation than if you come at them with resentment and questioning and you're very hard to talk to. They're going to be scared to approach you for anything else that happens in their life. And then cooperation. All of this would help make you into a great leader that would have people wanting to follow you. So again, this book by far is worth its weight in gold. Napoleon Hill has made millions of millionaires just on this book alone. So if you don't have this book, I highly recommend you go and buy it today. If you do have it, reading it one time is not gonna help you. It's reading it over a few times and the repetition that really helps solidify the information. And then if you're interested, the program I have, Thinking into Results, it gets you in this information daily. Every single day I am studying this. And it's the repetition, like I said, and applying it to your life and turning these things into habits. That's when you're going to make big changes in your life. That's when you're going to become successful and become a millionaire. Like I said, you have to form the habit of doing more than what you're being paid to do if you want to earn that bigger paycheck later. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found value. I would love to just keep providing you content and anything that I think can help. There is great love here for you. With love and gratitude, Davina.